Howdy, my name is Daxio, and this is Plugged In News. In today's pin update, we have Hunter Biden, laptop exposed, ex-NFL player commits mass shooting, and a protest leader in Portland charged 28 times. Let's get right into that. Alright, and for our first story today, this comes from the Daily Mail by Josh Boswell. It is exclusive. What wasn't in Hunter Biden's book? How he got unauthorized Secret Service protection, begged Joe to run for White House to salvage his own reputation, and made porn films with prostitutes. Forensic experts prove laptop is Hunter Biden's. So this is just going to be like a little short summary because this whole article is very long. Hunter Biden released his tell-all memoir, Beautiful Things, on Tuesday, but left out shocking details. Basically, told about like his drug and coke addiction, or not coke, crack addiction, and prostitute addiction, or something like that. Anyways, DailyMail.com revealed those secrets after contents of his abandoned laptop, including a cache of 100,000 messages, 154,000 emails, and more than 2,000 photos were verified by top forensic experts. Hunter left his MacBook Pro laptop at Wilmington, Delaware computer repair shop in April of 2019 and never returned for it. In text from 2019, Hunter begged his father to run for president to salvage Hunter's own reputation. Hunter repeatedly dodged police action against him despite constantly dealing with drug dealers and prostitutes and having multiple run-ins with the law. The president's son was guarded by a Secret Service agent while on 2018 drug and prostitute binge in Hollywood despite not being entitled to protection at the time. Hunter appeared to be obsessed with making porn films with prostitutes, videos, and photos on his laptop show. Texts also showed Joe Biden was afraid his conversations with Hunter were being hacked, even as they discussed his White House bid. This is great, finally, now that we have confirmation of this after the election. I love to see that our president's son is a crack addict, porn, sex addict, can't even handle his own son. How's he going to handle this country? I don't know. I mean, his son's his own person at the end of the day, but this isn't right. Alright, and for our next story today, this comes from NBC News by Wilson Wong. It's former NFL player Phillip Adams dead by suicide after killing 5 in South Carolina. He goes on to read, former NFL player Phillip Adams died by apparent suicide in South Carolina after he shot and killed 5 people on Wednesday, including a prominent doctor, his wife, and their 2 grandchildren, the sheriff's office said. Adams, 32, was found dead from a suspected self-inflicted gunshot wound in a nearby home on the same street as the victims after a standoff with authorities in York County, officials said Thursday. He played as a defensive back for multiple NFL teams, including the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. York County Sheriff deputies responded to a report of gunfire at about 4:45 p.m. Wednesday at a residence in the 4,400th block of Marshall Road in Rock Hill, about 27 miles southwest of Charlotte, North Carolina, the sheriff's office said. Inside the home, authorities found the bodies of Dr. Robert Leslie, 70, Barbara Leslie, 69, and their grandchildren. The York County Coroner's Office identified the grandchildren as Ada Leslie, 9, and Noah Leslie, 5. All died as results of gunshot wounds, said the sheriff's office. The fifth victim, James Lewis, was working at the home, according to the sheriff's office. The coroner's office said Lewis, 38, was from Gastonia, North Carolina, just west of Charlotte. An unidentified 6th victim was being treated for serious injuries, said Trent Ferris, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office. Ferris said that after an hours-long manhunt, officers found a suspect who lives on the same road as the victims and that a search warrant was served at his house. Residents were urged to stay inside their homes and lock their doors during the search. By Thursday morning, the York County Sheriff's Office said there was no active threat to the community. We have ID'd the person we feel is responsible for shooting on Marshall Road, the agency said in another tweet. We found him in a nearby house. Another terrible mass shooting. Alright, and for our last story today, this comes from New York Post by Lee Brown. It is protest leader charged with trying to murder Portland cops with Molotov cocktails. He goes on to read, a high-profile Indiana protest leader has been accused of attempting to murder 2 police officers in Oregon after he traveled across the country to attend the riots in Portland, according to officials. Malik Muhammad, one of the organizers of the protests in Indianapolis that turned deadly last year, was arrested in the Hoosier State on Friday on a 28-charge indictment tied to riots in Portland in September. The slew of charges includes attempted aggravated murder, attempted assault in the first degree, attempted murder in the first degree, unlawful manufacture of a destructive device, and numerous weapon charges. They all revolve around allegations that Muhammad attempted to murder 2 police officers after making more than a 2,000-mile trip to the troubled Oregon City, prosecutor said. Anyone who thinks they can get away with trying to murder police officers and destroy the city should think again, Police Chief Chuck Leavell said in a statement announcing Muhammad's arrest. Isn't Chuck Leavell a UFC fighter? Anyways. Muhammad, 24, is accused of throwing a Molotov cocktail that video shows exploding around a group of cops on September 23rd, with one cop sprayed with fire and his lower leg caught on fire for a moment, according to Multnomah County District Attorney Mike Schmidt. He's also accused of throwing a similar homemade fireball 2 days earlier, one that did not explode, allowing investigators to gather crucial information tying him to the attack. Muhammad was responsible for tens of thousands of dollars in damage during the riots, police said in a statement. Officers had arrested him at the time, and he allegedly ditched a 9mm pistol and was found with a loaded magazine in his pocket that fit that gun, authorities said. His many charges include unlawful possession of a loaded firearm. If convicted, Muhammad could face a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years, and he was held without bail in an Indiana jail, awaiting extradition to Oregon. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's it. Before the end of today's video, here's a heartwarming clip of the day. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what I can do to improve. Don't forget to stay updated and all facts, no cap. Peace out, boys.